Hello, Lakeland ABWA. Kristen and I were talking about some of the questions and concerns that you guys were having about the financial e-commerce component. So I told her it's hard for us to get together before the next Lakeland ABWA meeting, so I would record this video and show you the front end of what your people would see, then show you how easy it is to create a product and the sales end of it, how easy it is to pull your reports of who's attending and who's paid and who's not, and then show you how that reports in PayPal. So to put some of those concerns at ease, and then to provide this as a framework for you guys to talk and then get us any questions or concerns before we start investing the time into building your e-commerce. So real quick, what I have, let me do a quick screen share. So let's see here. We're going to look. What we're going to look, and hopefully you can see my screen there, what we're going to look at your concerns of ease of use of the front end of the site for your people attending your events, the ease of use of creating events, how to create discounts prior to the week of, how to see who is coming, how to see who is paid, and then bookkeeping reporting for ease of use. So we've talked about this in the past, but this came up again in whatever your last meeting was, and I just wanted to put your concerns at ease. Then I'm going to cover our solutions. I'm going to show you the front end of what these products will look like. I'm going to show you the back end of WooCommerce, how to create an event and how that looks, how people can choose based on the trust system, the honor system of how they're members or non-members. And then we're going to move on to how to PayPal looks and what that looks like in terms of your reporting for the accounting and the treasurer, and then some of the next steps going forward so that we prevent any future confusion or doubt, or we just change directions entirely. So if that's okay, then let's look real quick. So real quick, what we've got here is this is roughly, not design-wise, but generally speaking, this is roughly what a product or an event luncheon product will look like. The prices are low there because I was just testing this out to get this working for you. But someone would come to event luncheon, and there would be the date to that luncheon there, and the description and the location of that. And then down here, there could be more extensive descriptions if you so choose. Then they can tell you based on the honor system, as Kristen was telling me, if they're a member, and the price would be one thing, or a non-member, and the price would be another thing. And we'll get those prices from you. Similarly, you'll see that this is currently the sale price, and this is currently the sale price, and this is currently the actual price. We can set that to whatever you want, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. And then someone could buy multiple tickets for them and their friends, and then you know how many seats are available. They can simply say, I'm a non-member, I'm paying such and such a rate, and they can add it to cart. They can view the cart, and they can proceed to checkout. They fill this out, and this is the attendee information as well. They don't have to log in. They don't have to enter their password. They would just simply click here, pay, and they would be finished. So, so I just wanted to point out how easy and straightforward this should be. And again, I'm willing to even demonstrate this. And as you roll out the new website, maybe have a luncheon with your ladies, and me and Marissa or someone from our team or all the team will come out, demo it, and then even walk them through what that would look like. So that takes care of how easy it is to see and to use on the front end. Now, how do you create these events? So in the back office, this is what your back office would look like. We have created this event luncheon template. And again, those details of pricing and how that is, that will be finalized in the final steps. But what I want you to see is, hey, Grant, I've got a new event next Thursday. That's what this duplicate button is for. You simply click duplicate. You would update. So for Thursday, August 20, what is today? Today is the 24th, 2017. That is the new date. And then you would change the content of your description. And then down here in product data, the only thing you'd have to change is your variations. What's the price? You can set the price here. And again, I can walk. The point is that we set this up for you. And then once we're done with the site, we train you. So we'll train the entire team how to do this. But you set the regular price, you set the sale price, and again, we're dealing with the non-member account. And then you set the schedule. I want the sale to go from today until such and such a date. And that's how the price and sale price is set. And then you do the same thing for member. Well, what's the member rate? The member rate is X. That's the regular price. The sale price is X. And here's our schedule for when the sale begins and when the sale ends. Then you would simply edit the long description or the short description here. Thursday, August 24th, 7, and then any other details they might need to know in this short description. I do recommend you update the product image, but honestly, you could just leave the same one in place. You would just need to make sure that the event categories were set to events and luncheons so that it appears in the correct place on the website. We've set up the website for those things to appear. Then you just need to set the dates of when it's going to start to be visible. Usually, you don't mind if it's visible right away, but you can also set it so that it doesn't show up for so much time. You can schedule when it appears. And then you just click publish. And then they would see publish. All right. Then what they would see is another event dated for that date, and you've already seen these options. Boom, it's ready to go. You can take money. Now, so that handles the ease of use of creating, how you do discounts prior. Now, who is coming? How do you see what's going on? So this is my back office because you don't have any orders yet on the new website. This is my back office. Part of WooCommerce and orders, it will show you, reports. We're under reports right now. Your reports pull up, and this gives the last 7 days or the last year or what's going on with your income. But sales by product is all you need to do when you're wondering who's coming to the next event or who has paid. So you go sales by product, and you go under product search, and you look for your Thursday product. It will search. Look, we've got no orders because this is my website, but it would simply show a report of who's paid. And then you could simply print that off and take it with you, export it, however it is you want to deal with that data. You've got the orders for that product over the last month or whatever it is. You just search for that particular event and you're good to go. So in short, what we've just covered is who's coming, who's paid. You can see that right away. Next, and we're demoing stuff right now. So next, how does PayPal look? Now, for full transparency, my team and I have begun to transition to Stripe for a variety of reasons. We still use PayPal quite a bit. A lot of people are used to it, but we're also using Stripe. I won't demo that right now because I don't want to confuse it. I want to just simply answer the question, how is bookkeeping reporting done? And how does this look or play out in PayPal? Because the concern that I heard from Kristen, the way it was shared to me, is when these transactions go to PayPal, it's hard for us to know. Is it an annual membership? Is it a monthly membership? Does it need a little code? Simply put, this is one of the payments of one of our clients. I've concealed their information just for privacy reasons, but if you look, this is the product that has been sold. The client's information is above. You can actually see this. What happens is a lot of people have PayPal auto deposit to their bank. So right now, this might say $30. This deposits to my bank account, or it actually stays in PayPal. So from a bookkeeper's perspective, they would actually be pulling reports. So this is the reports area of PayPal. And they should actually be pulling reports from here and downloading, and the bookkeeper should be processing that. PayPal uploads directly to QuickBooks, not just from the bank account. So if you're only looking at the bank account and seeing large chunks of money deposit from PayPal, doesn't tell you who's paid what. I understand that that's difficult. Your setup with your bookkeeper, and if you don't have a good bookkeeper, we've got one we totally recommend. Your bookkeeper should know how to tie PayPal into QuickBooks in a way that line by line you can see what each customer is doing. And PayPal is technically a bank account. Yes, people deposit it directly to their local bank, but in general, it's treated like its own bank account where those reports get automatically uploaded to QuickBooks, or you can always compare whose payments came in and download that as a PDF directly. You can do the same thing with activity. You can see, plug in there, you can see, once it comes up, who has paid what, and you can search by that person and know immediately. Stripe has very similar functionalities. So what we've just covered is how does bookkeeping reporting work? If you're set up correctly, I've just shown you that bookkeeping and with PayPal should be reporting directly to QuickBooks. And that way you can know individual transaction, as I demoed here, by individual transaction, who it was and how much they've paid you for which product. So I've covered the solution or the concerns, I believe, that Kristen shared with me over the phone yesterday, the day before. So here's some next steps. I want you to put yourselves at ease. I want you to remember the process we put in front of you. Phase one was the visual look and feel of the website, which we've gotten a bundle of edits from. Kristen. So I want you to go back and review what are the phases so that we can know what to be thinking about right now. So what you should be thinking about right now is what the website looks like and how it overall communicates your messaging. What we'll look at next is the functionality of events and e-commerce and sorting out the nuances. But I've just shown you in general how it works and why your fears should be put at ease. Notice we don't use authorize.net, no need. Notice we don't use Harvest, no need. We might see a financial benefit after talking to Patty Jakes, but at current, we don't need additional technologies, especially if your bookkeeping is set up correctly. So I'm just reviewing your needs here. So reminder about the process that we put in front of you and how that's supposed to be playing out. So don't worry right now, just be focusing on the look and feel. I also want to affirm that we're creating a solution for you that will work. I believe I've heard your concerns, and I believe we've talked about them multiple times. Again, if you're not clear on something, let me know when I come into the office and demo it. I just don't know if that will be done by your next September meeting. And we want to make sure we have something to show people by the September meeting. If you have additional feedback on the design and messaging phase, do send that to Kristen and get that to us. I'll get that to Kristen so she can compile it into one unit, and that feedback from Kristen will come back to me as one document. She has given me edits. She has expressed that you guys have kind of gotten all the edits out of your system that you currently think of. That's fine. Let me know that too. And I will absolutely finish the design phase of your website, and we'll finish off next the e-commerce function of your website. We're implementing it, and then we also want to deal with memberships. And memberships, we believe, as Kristen was alluding to, and we presented this to you before, having a PayPal link directly to PayPal subscriptions earmarked for annual memberships or semi-annual memberships, however you deal with that. And that won't even need WooCommerce. It'll go right to your PayPal subscriptions. And similarly, if your bookkeeping is set up correctly, it'll pipe right into your QuickBooks and show you who has paid their subscription. So once that setup is done, I hope I've given you a clear path. The last thing I want to say is this. In this process, I'm sure you've experienced this. Everyone hears that you're doing a new website. They hear you're doing a new ticketing system, and everyone wants to get involved. The truth is, in a lot of my conversations with some of these offerings, I have yet to hear a compelling argument on why to add additional technologies, adding additional steps. The only one I've heard of that could be of use is Patty Jake's potential use of authorize.net. Don't worry about what it does. I'll take care of that. But there could be an economic win, which is probably why she asked for your statements or whatever the incomes are. She's trying to do an assessment to see is there an actual economic win. That would be the only reason we'd need another technology. Technologically, you have everything you need. I've just shown you it. You've just seen it in the demo. So don't let someone sell you that there's this technological piece missing. If there's an economic win, we want to look at that seriously. But that is the only real win that these people who are hearing for an opportunity to sell their services to you, they're going to sell you on stuff that scares you because you don't understand technology. The truth is, I've just shown you that you have all the units and all the pieces you need. So if we are presented with an economic win, let's look at it. So far, we have yet to see one. So I hope that puts some of your concerns at ease. This video, review it, watch it again if you need, call me, text me, email me with any questions you have. And me and Marissa, who's right here, and Jenna, who's right here, and Andreas, right here, we're here available to you guys for anything you need. So I hope this has brought some clarity. I hope it puts you at ease. Please reach out to us with any questions. And I want to hear your feedback soon so we can finish your website and get you something to show everybody by early September, which is right around the corner. So I need to hear back from you soon. Love you guys. Thank you very much.